guys, what's up? It's December, and today's video is a spicy one. It's a very interesting one. Okay, this story was a really long time ago. First of all, this was like 4 to 5 years ago. And I'm 20 now, and I would definitely not do anything like this. I listen to my instincts now. I'm very much like more aware of things like this now, but just know when I was 15, 16, absolutely not. I was doing dumb stuff all the time. I was always around stupid people, and this story is literally, oh my god, this story is literally the epitome of what I was at the time. Like, this story is literally just an example, the perfect example of exactly who I was when I was 15 and 16. So anyways, let's get into it. So the story takes place when I was I want to say I was a sophomore in high school, and I used to walk home. Basically, I used to walk home on Wednesdays in my district. You get out at 12. Normally you get out at 2. You get out at 12, like every other Wednesday or something like that. And my sister used to get out later than me, but since I used to walk home, she used to get to our house earlier than I did. So I used to have to walk like 45 minutes to my house. My sister would walk to my house in like 15 minutes. My high school was a lot further than her elementary school. So yeah, it took me a lot longer to get home. But a lot of the times, the people that she would hang out with would end up going to our house. And I did not like a lot of the people that she used to hang out with. They were really rowdy and what you would consider rebellious. Really, they were not rebellious. They were just annoying. Like, they were only annoying. Like, they weren't even, like, funny or goofy or, like, you know, they were just, like, freaking annoying. Like, they were the type of people to go to an abandoned building and light stuff on fire and graffiti it just to do it. Like, it was not for fun. It was not for, like, it wasn't for, like, any other reason than just to be like, oh my god, I graffitied something. Like, they were those type of people. It was not fun. It was not interesting. And I didn't like her friends at the time. My sister's friends. She was in 7th grade. I was a sophomore. She was in 7th. And the people that she used to hang out with were in 8th grade. So they were a year above her. And she in particular had this friend that I did not like. We are going to call her Dee Dee for the sake of this video. Oh lord, Dee Dee was so annoying. She used to lie to her parents all the time. Literally, she would tell them when she was in softball that she was on the softball team. No, girl, Dee Dee was not on the softball team. Dee Dee lied to her parents for a whole entire year saying that she was on the softball team, when really, when she was at practice for softball, no, yeah, she was literally, like, lighting stuff on fire. She would ditch school. She was always trying to, like, she was always, like, smoking weed and doing, like, really stupid stuff. Oh, my God. And she was in 8th grade. Like, what kind of 8th grader is smoking weed? But, like, me too, sis. Like, okay. Let's not even get into it. Yeah, no. In 8th grade, I don't even know what I was doing. I was literally, like, talking about boys and, like, on cake and stuff. And she was, like, smoking weed in 8th grade. So, like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. So anyways, Dee Dee, she was just a hot mess, and I didn't like her. She gave me some bad vibes, okay? Dee Dee was so weird, okay? And also, she was a year above my sister, and I kind of thought it was weird, because Dee Dee was actually supposed to be a freshman, but she, like, got held back or something, and so she had to, like, redo her 8th grade year. So she was, like, 2 years older than my sister, but she was in 8th grade. Does that make sense? Cool. So then, Dee Dee would go, well, no. I only met Dee Dee once before this event, and, I didn't like her, and I told my sister, but she was, like, she didn't really care, like, she wasn't gonna do anything about it. Anyway, so this day, I got home, and Dee Dee was there, and I wanted Oreos. You know, the cookie, the Oreo, like, the thing with filling in the middle? I'm sure you know what an Oreo is, but if you don't, look it up. It's a real thing. I don't know. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what an Oreo is, so whatever. Anyways, so I wanted Oreos and I had money, and I told my sister, baby, can you go get me some Oreos? And she was like, yeah, like, sure. Her friend Dee Dee was gonna go with her to get Oreos, and they were like kind of trying to find an excuse to go somewhere and do something. So I was like, why not, like, just go buy me Oreos. It's not that serious. It's not like I'm sending her to like the Fashion Square Mall. Like, I'm literally sending her to like across the street to get some Oreos. Like, it's not that serious, you know. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Like, she asked me for information. Obviously, like, I tell her. She's like, yeah. But then she's like, are you sure I can go? Like, is it fine? Do you think mom is gonna let me go? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. It doesn't matter. I'm in charge. Who cares? So I let her go. But I get this bad feeling. Like, again, I didn't like Dee Dee. So I get a bad feeling when Dee Dee's like, yeah, let's go. Like, she's kind of excited to go. So I'm like, you know what? I'll go with you guys. So I hop on the bandwagon and go with them to the store. So the way that our like community worked was there was like an outer layer of houses and an inner layer of houses, and on the outer layer there was a brick wall that separated the backyard, and then if you jumped that brick wall there was a little like plaza that had like a grocery store, a barber shop, a hair salon, a nail salon, all that kind of stuff. Like, there was a bunch of stuff there, and restaurants and stuff. And it was just like, it was small. It's not as big as it sounds. It was like a small, like, one street thing. And so we basically, there was an abandoned house like 2 houses away from us, and I don't know who, but someone broke the brick wall and like cut it to half, so you could just like hop over this like half brick wall to get to the plaza. So we jumped this half brick wall and we go into this grocery store, and immediately Dee Dee's like, I have to go to the restroom. So my sister, I'm like, yeah, go with her to the restroom, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't assume anything. Obviously I didn't like Dee Dee, but I wasn't gonna assume anything, you know. So then I'm like perusing through this like cookie aisle to see if I actually want Oreos or if I want anything else, what's on sale. I don't know. I had money, so it didn't matter, you know. I like just was looking through the stuff to see what I wanted, and my sister comes back. Like, my sister comes to find me, and I'm like, where's Dee Dee? She's like, oh, she's still in the restroom. She's like, I'm gonna go pay for your Oreos so we can go. Like, I don't want to be here that long. She saw someone in the store that she didn't like, so she like really wanted to get out of there as soon as possible. So I am now like, I'm perusing quicker because maybe I want something else, but I don't know. I give my sister my money and I tell her to go pay for my Oreos. I assume Dee Dee's gonna go meet my sister at the self-checkout thing, and I find Dee Dee and my sister in like a random aisle, and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? And Dee Dee's hands are full of grocery bags, full. She's like a smaller girl, but she had like 2 to 3 bags on each arm, and I'm like, you bought all that? And they're like full of like chips and junk and soda and juice. It was like full of crap, like, honestly. And then I'm like, what's up? Like, you bought all that just now? She's like, yeah, I bought it all when she came to get your cookies. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I don't assume anything. I don't like her, but like, I just don't want to assume. Like, it's not, you know, that's not fair. So we're walking out of the store now at this point, and again, I don't assume. She hands me my bag of cookies. We're walking out of the store. My sister is wearing Dee Dee's backpack. Oh my god, I almost said her name. Okay, she's wearing Dee Dee's backpack, and like, that's it. I have my bag, but it has like a receipt in there, and my sister has Dee Dee's backpack, but Dee Dee's holding all of the grocery bags. And we're walking out of the store when, like, we're 2 steps out of the store, and a big, like, this huge guy, he's like towering over us. He's like, undercover police, what does he say? Undercover security or something. He's like, undercover security, please, like, release those bags or something, or like, put the bags down and put your hands up or something. I don't know. Oh my god, I can't remember exactly what he said because he didn't say it to me, and I was like not even paying attention. First of all, I was like headed towards my house. Like I was literally 2 steps out of this place and out of the store, and I was like, what's up, sis? Like what's going on? And because Dee Dee stopped, my sister stopped to look at Dee Dee, and I stopped to look at my sister. Does that make sense? So Dee Dee was the one in back of us, and then my sister was in the middle, and I was here. So my sister was here, and then Dee Dee was here. And I looked back at my sister because my sister stopped because Dee Dee stopped. And I thought they were talking about someone else. You know, this store was kind of known for teenagers, high schoolers, elementary schoolers, whatever, trying to steal stuff. And I didn't know that at this point, okay? And I didn't even realize what was up, you know? So I'm looking at my sister, I'm looking at Dee Dee, and I'm like, what's up? Why is he like telling you to put your hands up? So she like puts the bags down, and she's like, I'm like asking my sister, what did she do? What did she do? And he's like, I saw you putting stuff in the bags without paying for it. Does that make sense? So she got empty grocery bags from like the self checkout, and she literally just filled them with crap and was acting like she bought it. I was 15 to 16 years old. I would have gotten in the most trouble, but thank God that I wasn't holding absolutely anything. And also, like, I didn't even know what was going on. Honestly, they could have arrested me, and I would have been like, what's up? Like, I don't even know what's going on. I swear I don't know why I'm here, because I actually don't have a clue why I'm here, because my friend isn't even my friend. Like, this girl is literally my sister's friend. And my sister also was staring at me like, what's up? Like, why are we getting in trouble right now? Like, and he was like, well, he actually didn't say anything to us, because again, Dee Dee was the only one holding stuff that was stolen, okay? So Dee Dee is walking back in with this guy, and he's like, one of the workers, he like calls one of the workers, and they come get the like grocery bags, and they hand it to him, and he's like holding all the grocery bags, the stuff that she stole and was like trying to steal, you know? And he's holding all of them, and he's walking her back in, and I'm quaking at this point. I'm like, what's up, sis? Like, who? Like, I'm waiting for my sister to give me an explanation. I'm waiting for someone to tell me something, you know? Like, I'm like sitting here shook. Like, I don't even know. I don't have any words to explain myself. I was literally like 15, 16, hadn't done a bad thing in, like, never done a bad thing. I was such a good girl. I mean, I am such a good girl, you know what I'm saying? I was literally like I just wanted my own business. I literally went there to buy Oreos for myself because I am hungry for some Oreos. Like, that's literally the only reason why I went to this store. And all of a sudden, Dee Dee's getting like taken back into the store. So yeah, she's taken back. He's like walking her back, and my sister, there's like this little trolley area, right? It's attached to the store, but it's like, basically this is the store, and this is the trolley area. It's literally like this. It's like a little square, and in the middle, it's like a giant space to put the little trolley or the grocery carts. Yeah, you just like put them in there, you know? And behind that, there's like these little cement benches that are not comfortable at all. And my sister, like, she's like, hurry up, let's go over there. And like, so we're like sitting on these cement benches, kind of like hunched over. I'm waiting for my sister to explain something to me. She understands more than I do. Like, she got it faster than I did. Does that make sense? Like, it clicked in her head faster than it clicked in mine. And I'm sitting there like, what did she do? Like, what's up? And my sister's like, I think she like was trying to steal all that. And I'm sitting there like how? Like, I thought she bought it. I don't know. Sorry. I guess while my sister went to pick up the cookies for me, she started to do that, and the undercover security is supposed to be walking up and down the aisles, and he kind of saw her being suspicious. and like putting stuff in there, and I guess it like registered to him that she was stealing. She wasn't very like, she wasn't hiding it very well, if that makes any sense. So I was literally quaking at this point. An 8th grader was about to get in trouble, like arrested, you know? I don't know. I've never gotten caught shoplifting, or like even really shoplifted. I think once when I was little, and I was really, really little, and my mom made me take it back. And so like I literally turned myself in. But like I'd never gotten in trouble, you know, at this point, and I like didn't know what the protocol was for someone that got caught shoplifting. So I didn't have a damn clue how this was gonna go, you know? I was just kind of sitting there waiting for things to play out. And me and my sister were kind of trying to make a game plan, like, I don't think they're gonna come after us. We didn't do anything. I had a receipt. If he wanted to see it, he could have asked to see it. Anyone could have asked to see it. My sister paid for my stuff separately, completely. And she said that when she saw her at the self-checkout, she was already done paying. Dee Dee was already done paying. And so my sister was just paying for my Oreos, and she bought herself like a drink or something. And we were like about to go home, you know? So we didn't see anything wrong with it. And I, you know, whatever. So then, and we're coming up with a game plan. We're trying to go home. But I'm also like, do we just leave her here? Like, do we call someone for her? Like, what do we do? Like, there's nothing we can do about it, because I was only 16 and I wasn't related to her at all, so there was nothing, you know, I could actually do about it. And my sister's like, she's also not related to her at all, so, and my sister's younger than her. We can't do anything about it. So we're kind of like, do we go home and tell my mom? Maybe she'll know what to do. Like, maybe there's someone out here that knows what to do. We're kind of trying to make a game plan. And all of a sudden, we hear like rustling inside. There's like a commotion. And we look up, and all of a sudden we hear, and I quote, "I'm coming." And then there's the B word. You can just assume what the B word is. I'm not gonna say it. It starts with a B, ends with the S. I'm not gonna say it, but that's the word that she said. I'm coming. It's another word for females, if you need a clue. And she said, I'm coming. Females, like, I don't know, that word. And then she's like yelling this, and we're like staring at her like in shock that like this girl is really running through like the store. And we're like, not even the store, I guess it's like the outside of the store, I don't know. And she's like running towards us, and she like runs she like past us, like she runs past us. And she has like a few grocery like bags in her hands, and she's like, and my sister's like, let's go. So I'm running after them, both of them. And if you didn't know, security can't like chase you when you're off their property, off the premises of their property. So he wasn't allowed to chase us home, or like chase us to our car or whatever, unless it was in their parking lot. But we didn't even have a car at the time, so it literally was us against them. Like, if we decided to just step right off their property, they could not have gone. We would have not gotten caught or like in trouble, I guess, because we were not on their property anymore. So I am running after them. We jumped this fence as fast as I can. I've never remembered running this fast because I don't really run, but like, this was one of those days that I, like, literally my adrenaline was pumping. I was running. We were just, like, running across this, like, giant, oh my god. We were running up, like, this hill. There was, like, a rocky hill and, like, cement blocks everywhere. It's really easy to trip there because it's kind of, like, yeah, it's, like, on a hill type of thing. Like, it's a really rocky hill full of rocks. And we were running up this, and I literally run so slow, but like my adrenaline was pumping that I literally remember like running so fast. I was Speedy Gonzalez this, Speedy Gonzalez, you know what I'm saying? I was running up this hill as fast as I could. And we run into our house, we run home, we run into our house, and we run upstairs. And we're in my sister's room at this point. And it literally felt like it took us 5 seconds to get home, when really it probably took us like 5 minutes, you know, because we like ran. But it probably took us like 3 minutes maybe. Anyways, it felt like it took us 2 seconds because it was ridiculous how much adrenaline was running through me. And Dee Dee busts out laughing. She's like hysterically laughing. Like just laughing and laughing her butt off. Sorry, I thought I was gonna burp. Okay, she's just hysterically laughing in my sister's room. And I'm staring at her in shock. First of all, my adrenaline is wearing off. Now I'm like angry. And I'm sitting there like waiting for an explanation. A good explanation, because I could have gotten in trouble. I could have, like, you know, if I was holding one of those bags, it could have been me. And I know that's like a big if, but like, are you kidding me? I could have gotten in trouble because of you. Because of the dumb decision that you made, I could have gotten in trouble for it. But we're not even gonna get into that because that's a whole nother, like, she didn't care about anyone, but that's not the point, okay? And then she's just laughing and laughing, and my sister's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and my sister just busts out laughing too. And I think it was more of like the shock that like Dee Dee got away with it. And Dee Dee, when she stops laughing, she opens her backpack, the backpack that my sister was carrying. If you didn't know this, security and police are not allowed to go through your stuff, go into your house, go into your car, look through your crap, unless, well, yeah, like look through your stuff unless they have a warrant. A purse, anything, like your phone, any single thing that's yours that you've personally purchased, they're not allowed to go through it unless they have a warrant. So she opens this bag, this backpack that my sister is like carrying. It's just like a black JanSport backpack. I'm sure you know what those look like. And just chips, like candy, pours out of this backpack. And I'm looking at my sister, and my sister's looking at me, and we both look at Dee Dee, and I'm just like, I'm done with her at this point. I'm like, are you kidding me? First of all, you weren't even carrying that. My sister was carrying that. If she would have gotten in trouble because of your stuff, I would have been angry, like, to no avail. Like, guys, my sister's my best friend, and I would do anything for her, and I would literally bust her out of a security office if I had to, because I knew damn well that was not her backpack. I knew she was just helping out a friend, but my sister didn't even know that it had stolen stuff in there. Like, there was things that did not belong to her in that backpack. My sister was just being a good person, like, just honestly was like, oh, it looks heavy, do you want me to carry it? Like, being a nice friend. And this girl had stolen stuff in that backpack. Okay. Let me tell y'all, when she opens the stuff and she like starts to eat, and I'm like sitting there with my purchased Oreos that I like bought with my money, and I look at her while she's eating, and honestly I leave the room. I just leave the room. I go downstairs, I eat my Oreos, and when she leaves, you know, I like kind of calm myself. When she leaves, I go back upstairs. I wait for my sister to tell me how she escaped. Like, how did she get out of this without a scuff mark? Like, literally, guys, from the time that she went in, from the time that the security like made her go back in to the store to take her to like the area for people that have stolen stuff. What is that thing called? I don't remember what it's called. From the time that she left to go to that area to the time that she was running out yelling, "I'm coming," literally was like 2 minutes. It was literally like 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Like, all of that happened in a span of 2 minutes. Okay, like, just, I was literally sitting there like, how did she get out of this? So I asked my sister, like, why did they let her go, or like, what's up? And my sister basically proceeds to tell me that she spit in the guard's face. Like, she spit in his, like, the security guard, the undercover security, she spits in his face, and he's helping a customer. Like, he like, someone asks him for something, he's helping them, And when he turns around, she spits in his face, and she catches him so off guard that she has a chance to run away. She runs through another aisle and zooms out of this store. Not before she grabs a few of the grocery bags that she already tried to steal before and got caught. And literally that's how she got away. That's how she got away. That's literally how she got away. Is she spit in this guard's face while he was distracted. Let's just take time to let that sink in. He was literally distracted, helping some random lady that did absolutely nothing, and she just spit in his face and was able to get away. When I tell you my sister never spoke to her again, yep, never spoke to her again. I'm not exaggerating. We have never spoken to her, to this girl, Dee Dee. I have not, and my sister has not spoken to her since that day. And that was the day that my sister started taking advice from me when it comes to friendships. Because I've told her before, and other times I've told her, I don't like this person, they give me a weird vibe. And they'll do something to her, and she'll be like, oh, you were right. But this was the day that she, like, it really cemented that into her head. Like, really, it just, like, it's all up in there now. Like, she knows definitely to listen to me when it comes to her friends and to, like, bad vibes that I get off of people, you know. So oh my god, like, I can't even begin to express the ridiculousness of this story. But honestly, it's too much of an iconic story in my life to not tell it on my channel. So here you guys go. And yeah, I think that is it for this story. If you guys want to see some more story times, I will be coming with more. I'll try to keep them, I'll try to get the best ones. I'll try to scope out the best ones. I have a lot, but I don't know which ones I want to put out when, so I'm really, like, trying to find a timeline for that. If you guys want to see some behind the scenes, I have Instagram. It'll be linked below if I remember to. If you guys want to see some behind the scenes of the behind the scenes, I have Snapchat. It will also I will also try to remember to link it below. If you guys want a story time with my sister, I might make one. So that is it for this week's video. Okay, bye.